The grand bargain. Congress is not holding hearings on Russian hacking. Are they not curious as to whether Putin has placed a stooge into the White House? Instead, Congress is fighting the same old battles they have been fighting for a quarter century, raising money with the same organized political elites. I am sick of it. It is time to strike the grand bargain. 1. The Democrats must greenlight his lunacy's Supreme Court nominee, even if he is an ideological troglodyte. Who knows? He might surprise you, like Sandra Day O'Connor. 2. Fast track the Republican nominees to the cabinet. You are creating a false unity in the majority party at a time when you need to forge an alliance with their best patriots. When Russian tanks roll into Kiev, Riga, Vilnius, and Tallinn, will you still be patting yourselves on the back for fighting and losing the good fight against Betsy DeVos? 3. In exchange, the Republicans must support an amendment, the 28th, to the Constitution, Article 2, Section 1, Paragraph B, getting rid of the Electoral College. Popular vote winner ascends to the presidency. Additionally, it would help to see a congressional resolution urging the redrawing of congressional districts on a rational basis. Take a look at the Jason Jones Daily Show expose of gerrymandering. Ha ha ha. People on my side of the great political divide should realize that we opened the door to this hyperpartisanship. During liberal days, the courts ordered that districts be drawn to achieve better racial balance in Congress. Briefly, Republicans bemoaned this descent into identity politics. Then they saw the enormous opportunity to guarantee a permanent majority in the House. Districts were drawn, herding the maximum number of ethnic and racial minorities into as few districts as possible. Then they carved out as many safe Republican districts as possible. Thus, today, Democratic congressmen are ultra-safe and the most committed to the present gerrymandered system. If we want to change it, we'll have to put a tremendous amount of steady pressure on our various state legislatures. The pig in chief wants a big infrastructure bill. In macroeconomic terms, it is obviously idiotic to pursue such a policy when unemployment is only 4.7%. This will ruffle the feathers of the budget hawks, but they'll get rolled with Democratic help. Yet, the Democrats must forgo places at the trough. Here's the deal. 4. The Democrats should allow his lunacy to target a disproportionate percentage of these projects in rural America, the land of his idolaters. However, the disbursement of these funds will be withheld until ratification of the 28th Amendment. This, of course, will be a transfer of wealth from urban to rural America. Urban America can easily afford it if 5. The Republicans back away from their threats on sanctuary cities. If the Mexicans are allowed to stay without harassment, the Obama boom in cities like Denver, my home, can continue unabated. Thus, indirectly, the Mexicans will pay for the wall. Take a closer look. Blue states, in the aggregate, are net givers to federal coffers. Red states are net takers. Only 17 states pay more in tax revenues than they receive in federal spending. 8 of the top 10 are blue states. Still, the blue states must give more. It is the price. Blue must pay red for urban sanctuary. In fact, this status as sanctuaries should be seen in the broadest possible terms. The cities should be pro-choice havens. The cities should be gender equality havens. The cities should be sexual identity havens. Cannabis should be legalized in these cities, etc., etc. Let red state America play footsie with fascism. Historically, the rise of capitalism is intimately bound up with the special status the City of London carved out to resist the authoritarian incursions of the Crown. Free enterprise exploded from that epicenter, the City of London. The cities of America should remain islands of freedom, diversity, and progressivism in an ocean of conformity, protection, and isolationism. The Republicans' first instinct naturally will be to roll the Democrats, force through an ideological justice, smash the sanctuary cities, etc. That would be incredibly stupid. Republican Party machinery installed a mentally diseased degenerate into the presidency. Millions of people voted for the pig in chief because they hated Hillary more. Those people are very concerned. The core supporters might not see the emperor's new clothes, but those others see through to the grotesque anatomy of the pig quite clearly. Furthermore, consider what must be going on through the minds of the average Californian. In presidential elections, they count as 3/5 of a person. California, the 8th largest economy in the world, is poised to succeed in the 21st century economy. Withdrawal from TPP imposes a colossal opportunity cost. 550,000 people are employed in the clean energy industry. How do they feel about this war with the EPA, with the National Park Service, this orgy of climate change denial? If the Republicans go much further, following the mentally diseased degenerate into the soot-filled past, do not be surprised if you see an ordinance of secession introduced in Sacramento. Make the deal. Toss in any other items of the gridlock. Clear the decks. His lunacy owes Putin something. Will he go so far as to bring down NATO? Republicans must unite with Democrats to prevent this descent into global authoritarianism.